Hey guys, it's Speed Stacking Maniac. Today on the Speed Stacking Maniac podcast, we are going to cover a few different topics, including an update about the Florida tournament, what sets our top global stackers getting, the stack up update as normal, every week we do that. How do you practice? Our question of the day. How do you practice sports stacking? Ranking tournaments and new sets that I've gotten on an S through C tier. You may have seen I've done that in the past with ranking sets, but we're going to do that again with the new sets this time. And finally, a few extra things, a featured stacker on the WSSA website, history about my email, and then finally, a fun fact about sports stacking, best for last. So for today's guest, we have Matthew Wims. Go ahead and say hi, Matthew.
Hey.
All right, wonderful. And Devin is my other guest. Say hi.
Hi.
I guess he's my co-host now. So I appreciate you guys joining me for this segment. So first of all, let's do this. So the update about the Florida Sports Stacking Tournament. For those of you who have not heard yet, we unfortunately had to change it to online format for this year because we actually had a conflict on the schedule with Cowtown. Because that tournament is going to be happening on November 6th, and there's no other day that we can have the Florida tournament. So we had to basically decide, do we want to keep the Florida tournament in person and not be able to go to this year's Cowtown in Texas and join Trey and everybody, because we just love them so much. So it really was a tough choice, but we did make it online. So you guys will still get to compete. It'll just be a different format. October 9th is the new date. Once again, October 9th, it'll be, I think the price right now is $15 to sign up, and then the late fee is $20, so go ahead and get on that. And that includes you too. You're also invited. Next. Do you have any thoughts on that, by the way?
No. I mean, I'm kind of mad that you chose.
I know, he wasn't happy.
I'm still going to Dallas, but I'm mad that you chose Dallas over Florida.
I know, I'm sorry. It really was. I kid you not, this was a tough choice.
It's okay, because
I
I'm
had
going
to
to
ask-
Dallas anyway, so it's fine.
Okay, yeah, he's happy that he might get to go with me. That's the other thing, is
No, I
this
will be
update
going.
that you will be going.
Yeah.
He's going to go no matter what. He's going to, even if I'm not going, he's just going to be like, $50, get me on that plane. We're booking it. We're going straight to Dallas. Okay. Feel free to pitch in whenever you want, Matthew, on any of these subjects. So, next up we have top global stackers. What sets are they getting? See, in the Facebook sports stacking group, which a lot of you are a part of, they are showing pictures of what they're getting. So we're just going to go onto the group and feature what some of these guys are getting. So let's find the sports stacking group. I wish I had this prepared. So, first of all, for example, it's off the top of my head, I already know Caitlin Quinn got the new Red Pro Series 2. It was great. And I'm looking forward to getting those too when they come out, hopefully before the end of September. You know, it's 5 more days left until the end of the coupon for Team USA. So if you haven't bought anything, if you're on Team USA, if you spend $100, then you can get $50 or 50% off of 100 or more, and then $5 shipping. That's a deal that you just can't take up. What's the expression? Take up the offer? Yeah, I think that's it. You can't turn it down. You can't refuse it. It's a great offer. So here are some of the sets. This is the picture of the Red Pros from the front. It's a pretty neat logo here. I'm just going to show you on the right side. This is basically what it looks like. And she said it was very good out of the box, really smooth. Her first cycle with them was a 681. Crazy, right there.
Yeah.
Imagine getting a brand new set of Ice Pros or Juniors Pros, which he's hoping to get for Christmas, by the way. He's going to get the Gen 5. He's also going to get the Juniors Pros. Imagine getting a 6-second cycle with your first time.
Dude, don't.
And on tape, too. What if you got it on tape?
Dude, that's just...
He'd be on the moon, over the moon, on Cloud 9. He'd be so happy with that. I saw a few other pictures on here posted from top global stackers. For example, Jesse Horn also got the Red Pros along with the Macaroni Snap Tops and the Orange Bolt. So that's what these look like. I'm going to show Devin just a second here.
See macaronis?
Need the middle ones.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. I'm like, Macaroni Snap Tops, what are they talking about?
Ugly, but yeah.
And then, Kenneth Cadasio, he is not in top 50, but he just gets a lot of sets in general. Recently, he just got the Snap Top Tangle Cups, along with the green Juniors Pros. And then he also got both legit Essos, some vintage cups, orange and pink 3-hold cups. So that's just a nice feature. Always got to have those old cups, very nice. What else do we have here? And Jesse Horn also got the minis, the solar minis. I'm not sure. I don't think they're able to be bought in the United States yet, but he got them exclusively from someone overseas. And I thought I had more on the top 50, but it's really just Kenneth. So top global stackers. If I find any more, I'll let you guys know the next episode. He also got some more sets like Solar Pros, Arctic Fox Pros, or no, they're all just Solars, my bad. And then these snap tops, which are also available for sale. They've already been for sale actually, but they're pretty cool. And top global stackers will be able to get any of the new cups that are available before they're even released. So if you're in top 50, get on that. I don't think you made it, right, Matthew?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
I definitely made it for sure.
Devin definitely made it. He I guess you could say he definitely made it. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
He definitely okay.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can't.
Sorry. So okay. Top global stackers done. Next up, the stack up update of the week. So this is how many people are currently registered at their schools, libraries, churches, after school programs for the stack up. Participants, this is how many. Last week it was like 287,000, I want to say. Now the count is he just he's watching like sports stacking. That was
Jayless Brothers got
Jayla Brothers.
6.8 with Gen 5 cycle.
Crazy.
Or 6.9.
The number is now 307,000. So roughly, unless I'm mistaken, unless last week was like 303 or 4,000, that was 20,000 more than last time. So we're getting up there. I think we're reaching a plateau in new registrants, but hopefully it keeps up. Let's look at the new Florida schools, if any, that are signed up.
6.9 for Gen 5. So.
Oh, and I understand you live in Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what are near you. Okay, so there are 4 schools in Indianapolis that are doing it. There's Abraham Lincoln Elementary, Cold Spring School, Stoutfield Elementary, and Westlake Elementary. Do you know any of those?
I know Cold Spring.
Okay, yeah, so that has 60 people. It's the smallest number out of the 4, but if you want, you can ask the coach to volunteer over there if you can get out of school. Because it is Tuesday through Thursday, unfortunately, so I don't think I'll be able to just because I have work. But it is a cool opportunity for those who can. Oh, I forgot to mention the other countries that are going to be doing this. It's loading. Algeria, okay, our first African second, because we have South Africa first. Then we have Algeria, so that's great. Still 3 from Canada. I wasn't expecting it to go up that much. China, Malaysia, Poland, Spain, Switzerland, and then the rest of them are from the United States out of like 1,159 registered organizations. So there's that. Anything you were trying to say?
No, this is like these kindergartens and first graders stacking.
Oh yeah, Speed Stack Spain is doing a great job with their classes. Yeah. They're pretty much up there with Korea in terms of like being active and being what's the word I'm looking for? Active in sports stacking.
But yeah,
encouraging little kids to learn how to do this as well. How do you practice? The question of the day, Devin, do you practice by like listening to music, or do you just stack without any music, or do you watch YouTube videos of stacking?
I listen to YouTube videos actually.
You listen to videos or music?
Like videos. Music is weird.
Okay.
I rarely listen to music.
Okay, and I'd like to ask Matthew, what do you do? I noticed like do you have headphones? Do you also listen to music when you're stacking, or is it just quiet? You don't race any videos?
No, I just quieter.
Cool. All right.
Unless it's like a group of friends, then yeah, I'll put on some music. But other than that, no.
Yeah. It definitely is nice to stack with. I've also had headphones, and also I've for like a few times I've stacked with them, and also earplugs, and it's nice to do. And like a change of pace where it's quieter, and it helps you to focus more on the cups. All right. So if the comments are allowed, they may be disabled. I'm expecting them to be disabled. You are encouraged to answer that for yourself in the comments. Let me know how do you practice when sports stacking, because I'd like to know your response to that. Next up, we have ranking tournaments. So I just wanted to go through like the tournaments that are happening, like juniors and Devins on Instagram. Boy, we running a show here.
Dude, what am I supposed to do?
Supposed to talk with me, and
Sorry, bro.
it was okay. And you're not in trouble. I'm just making fun of you for content.
Whatever.
Okay, so let's do this. Out of all the tournaments I've been to like 30 tournaments. Let's rank them. I'm not all 30, but from an S tier all the way down to C tier. Not D and F, because just having a tournament is awesome. So I give all tournaments at least a passing grade of a C. Devin's stacking with minis. Do you want to rank some tournaments as well, Devin? Like, what would you give juniors? S through a C.
2020?
Yeah, you've
I
only been to
don't
one.
understand that criteria.
S is the best,
Okay.
then A, then B, then C.
I can't give that because it's my first juniors.
Well, yeah, but compared to other tournaments you've been to,
Oh,
I would say S tier, just by the way.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then World's also S tier,
I would-
obviously.
S, yeah, maybe S. I don't know.
He's in between A and S, it looks like. The Florida tournament, definitely A tier because it's so close and free for me because I host it. Is the Georgia Atlanta tournament's some of you guys' favorite as well? I mean, you haven't been
Yeah.
I think the best tournament
he
was
likes it.
2019 Florida tournament that you
for
hosted.
Florida.
Yeah,
Really?
2019.
That was your favorite?
Yeah.
I think I was wearing this shirt in 2019 for that the tournament director shirt. Just fun fact. Let's see. Atlanta, I would definitely say was A,
Is there gonna be
just because of
when's the next
the
Hot
sheer
Atlanta?
size of a non-marquee tournament. February, if they have it. It's generally when it will
I
be.
might go to Hot Atlanta.
It's always been in February, the ones that I've gone to, but it could be on a different month.
I would love to go to Hot Atlanta.
Yeah, it would be. You would love it. It's so good, and it's also a one-day tournament. It's the only juniors that's like 2 or 3 days, and then Worlds. So that was an exception. But you know that already.
Worlds would be scary for my feet.
So I assume you would also go to Atlanta, Matthew, if it happens.
Yeah, I'll probably go to that.
Cool. So there's that ranking for me. I would say it's an A tier as well. For the tournaments that are like B and C tier, well, I've loved all the tournaments that I've been to. There was one in particular that I did well in, but that was like far, far away, and that was
Are these like shorties?
that was just for me having travel troubles. The North Carolina tournaments, I would say are I love them as well. I don't not love them, but I have to put something at the bottom, so I would just say those for being hard to get to. And then the Texas tournaments, Mesquite and Cowtown were definitely A tier as well.
Are these shorties?
Yeah, and that's what we're actually going to get to. I just have the logos removed.
Oh, okay. It's like they look like they were shorties before shorties actually were made.
The prototype?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, next up we have ranking the new sets that I've gotten, and you guys can throw in your own sets as well if you'd like to rank those with me. So starting with the Green Pros, Devin, if you want to find those, they're right there. Show it to the camera. These are my favorites. So good.
Yeah, they're definitely S tier.
Yeah, he ranks
We're
them.
just doing tier levels.
I'm not saying they're bad, but they're ugly.
Okay, so overall, what would you give them? S, A, B, or C?
C.
What? No way.
No, I'm kidding. Like, what's better, S or A?
S is the top.
Okay, so A.
Okay, good. That would be good. I would definitely, compared to other sets, I'd have to give them an S tier as well. And also, since Matthew said S, I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon with that. Otherwise, I might have said A. What?
My PS2X Ice.
Mhm.
They lasted me like 3 years, and all the records. That's where I've gotten all my records with.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
loved
those are
his Ice
definitely-
Blue Pros. He has loved them. Next,
I've had one pair, and that's it.
you have one pair.
Yeah.
I had more. I'm just being dumb, I
Nah.
guess. Next, GE cups, including those. These are the blues. I would say. Do you have the GE cups, by the way? Matthew, did you get them?
The Ice Blues.
Yeah. What kinds did you get? Or
Oh,
did
the
they send you?
Cheese. No, I don't have those.
Yeah. Ice blue cheese. Well, they're definitely how do you say it? A matte M-A-T-T-E finish, smooth, very non-sticky, and they're not even sandy. So you get the best of both worlds with this set. But it does have its downsides that I just cannot describe. If you watch Kean's video, he describes it best. I have to give credit where it's due as far as Kean. So I'm going to say that's A tier. Same with the clears. And then those retail ones, can you show me these ones that I'm pointing to? The blues, right? Flash stacking. Yeah, just give me one cup. Yeah. These were a different kind of plastic altogether. Definitely not the same material as the Pros, but they're still very good. I got a 5.5 with them. So just because of the 5.5, I will give these an A as well for what they're worth. Here, you can put that back. Thank you, Devin. Next up are the Juniors Pros. Go ahead and show them.
These ones right here.
He would like to rank these in S tier, wouldn't you, Devin?
Yeah, I love these.
Those are definitely A tier for me.
A tier. I'm gonna say B. And hear me
No,
out.
I go with you because when I did prelims at juniors, completely flunked everything.
And I couldn't afford to flunk and still make finals because 20 to 24 male, not that good. So I didn't make finals, and that was the first time I've ever not made any individual finals as well.
But
so
I still want to get
out of
these.
30 tournaments, that cannot be an A tier. That has to be for me a B tier overall. But they still work great for other stackers, and hopefully maybe the set was just a fluke for me. But I'm still just gonna give it a B tier because they can't all be A and S anyway. Next up, the Cheetah Pros. Can you get me these blue ones up there, and then the light greens by the Seam Kims on that shelf?
I don't have any of those.
You don't? Well, these are definitely S tier.
How much would you sell
S tier,
these for?
S tier. Well, they're only $35.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really good. It's wonderful, actually.
Maybe I'll buy those off you.
Yeah.
I
Well,
will buy the greens off you.
you can't even buy my tournament display off of me. Oh.
Because it's $50. That's 35.
45 we agreed on.
No, he's 50.
No, I said 45. We can go on the text. But next up,
You have no proof.
no proof. I got no proof. Well, I don't know why you're arguing with me saying that it's cheaper for you. What, do you want to pay more?
No.
Okay then. So Arctic Fox Pros. You know where those are, Devin?
No, these ones.
No, those are the players.
These ones.
Not those.
These ones.
These right here. I'll just grab it.
Oh.
These. I already know Matthew has them. What would you rank these?
Those? Probably B tier. No, A tier. A tier.
A tier, huh? Yeah,
A-tier.
I would say
A tier.
same. A tier. I'm pretty neutral on these. I've had ups with them and I've had downs with them.
For
Pretty
the
well balanced.
white and yellow shorties.
Yes. S tier, A tier. What are your opinions?
A tier.
Yeah.
For which color? The whites or the yellows?
The whites. I only have the whites.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely say the yellows are a different material and they're even better. Trust me, if you have the opportunity, if you haven't maybe already used your coupon, for example, for $100, include the yellow shorties. You're gonna love them. No sponsor.
B tier.
B tier.
Yeah.
Devins being I'm kidding.
Now.
He was being a judgmental, critical guy, and I love it. And it's good. We gotta have some people some people rank sets on the B or C tier as well.
Now for the breaker make.
The make or break.
Make
Yes.
or break.
So the Gen 5 timer. This is the $1 million question. I'm gonna let you guys go first before I reveal my ranking. So who wants to go first?
Me.
Okay. What would you rank Gen 5? And you can be
D
honest.
tier.
D tier. Oh man.
D.
We aren't even doing S through C anymore. We're going D, straight up failing, bro.
Dude.
Yeah. Barely good at all. What would you say in detail about it to justify your D ranking?
The human.
It's just slower and it's harder to use.
Yeah, I would
don't like
say
it.
it has its ups and downs for sure. I'm going to give it... Oh, sorry.
Like Josh said in the last podcast, when it's humid, it doesn't stop.
Yeah, it doesn't work when it's
And we
humid.
went to Twisty Treat with it, and I got so mad.
Yep.
I was...
So what's your ranking?
Oh, goodness, a D tier.
D tier as well. Okay.
Oh, I hate it so much.
So I'm going to say B tier. It would be A without the humidity problems. It has its ups and downs. At least you can still do 2-pad mode. If it was just 4-pad mode, I would even say C tier. but it gives you the option. It clamps down perfectly and has new technology to hold like the wire for your tournament display as well. So they at least they took the time to think about what other improvements they can make. The only thing is I don't like you have to like hold it down for a quarter of a second. So there's that as well. So I would say B minus. Can I have minuses and pluses? I'm the host of the show. I'm gonna give it a minus. That's my rules. So finally we have the button timer. Devin's looking at this. He already knows.
I'm surprised I knew what this was.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give this also a B. Because it's only 2 digits. This is how it looks when it's running, and then you barely even have to touch it at all to stop it. It's so cool. And I just got 444. That's also cool. Do you know about the button timer, Matthew? Have you ever used this before?
No, I have a stack watch or whatever it is.
Okay.
I remember in gym class, I used this big. It's like a built-in timer.
Yeah, the Gen 1, the rectangle gray one.
Oh, goodness,
that's Gen 1. Those
are
are so cool because they're so rare and old. It was obviously it's Gen 1. So we stackers love them. You probably don't. You just
I hate it.
Yeah.
Goodness. No, it was good, but like it was weird.
Yeah. So I will rank the button timer a B. What do you rank? And you're allowed to rank it still, Matthew. Would you like to give a ranking to the button timer?
Probably an F tier. I don't know.
Oh man, he does not like the button timer.
I'll give it a B tier.
You only have to use one hand.
Well, yeah, D tier.
Okay,
B tier. I give it a B.
No. C tier.
Oh, okay. I just helped to bump it up.
I give it a B tier.
You give it a B tier? Okay. So I just helped you guys out with that new fact. Speaking of facts, the featured stacker on the WSSA website. Let's check this out. What is the sports stacker of the... Thank you for putting those back, Devin.
Yeah.
Allow me to find, because I'm not very good at this, the stacker of the week, is it? Or is it just like every few days?
I think it's daily.
Is it daily? Can you help me find it? Are you on the internet at all?
Yeah. I'll have to turn my camera off.
No problem. Maybe it's under the athletes page.
Hold on. I got it.
You do? Okay, what is it?
Wait. Hold on. Wait a second.
Let's see.
Did they
still trying
remove
to
it?
look for Maybe they
They
did.
didn't remove it, did they?
I'm just gonna keep going under these tabs.
Don't be so tired.
Wow. Maybe because there's new rules now and everything that is now legacy.
They don't.
Alright, well I'm making up my own stacker of the day, and that's Devin. Because he stacked today for a little bit, didn't you?
No, it's like that yesterday.
Wow, thanks. No, I'm joking.
Well, Matthew, did you stack recently?
No.
You slacking too? Okay, well I got a 172
Yeah, Devin, I would
today.
agree with that.
You gotta stack every day, bro. No days off. Okay, so I take that back, Devin. You stacked yesterday, so you were the stacker of the day yesterday. You were the stacker on whatever day you stacked, Matthew, and then I guess I am the stacker of the day today. It's my show, my rules. I can say that I'm the stacker of the day. And we will change that next week so it's not just me. We'll actually have something prepared. I thought I was going to get the help from the website, but apparently it's not doing it anymore. Maybe it is. You guys, check the website. Let me know. Look it up for yourself. Fact check me. Next is history about my email. So here's my email. It is as follows. JAK, my initials, LUVS, short for loves, the number 2, sportstack@yahoo.com. So that was something I actually created almost the same time I started stacking. This was in 2009. I was in 3rd grade or 4th grade. So it is really old, and I still have it as a grown man now,
BRB.
12 years later. You're going to head out? What do you need to...
No.
Oh, he's leaving. Okay. So I don't know what he's trying to do. But it's based on sports stacking, and that's just basically everyone who looks at my email is just very confused, like, JAK what? And I'm like, yeah, it's something I created when I was 9. Okay, don't judge.
Don't worry about me.
You're just trying to give the light to the thing. You know, I can just plug it into my computer, right? It's right here.
Yeah,
Sorry,
this
Devin is trying to, because my phone is hooked up to the ring light, he's trying to give me some more, even though we're already almost done with the stream.
It doesn't matter.
So, here, I'll help you out. Let me lift this up. Go ahead, you can try to plug that in, if it reaches.
There you go.
And I'll move this back a little bit so that you guys can see more anyway. And push that blue button. We have light. All right.
Yeah, that button.
Let me know if you guys like this. This is a better way to watch me. But it's too late to go back and re-record now. But we will take that into consideration for next week if you guys like it. Hit that like button if you already like this light better. Or maybe if you want it a little bit less, let me know.
I think
DM
it's
me.
nice.
And finally, fun fact about sports stacking. In 2009, there was a legit study done on sports stacking in elementary schoolers. There was a test sample of 35 students, about age 11, give or take 1.6 years. Let me make sure I have this right. Here's what it says. And are you familiar with this study, Matthew?
Was it featured in Stacker?
Somewhat. For a brief period. And that's the one they're referring to from 2009. Abstract is this. Sports stacking is a popular activity taught in many PE programs. The activity, although very popular, has been studied minimally, and the energy expenditure for sports stacking is unknown. So the purpose was to evaluate the energy expenditure of sports stacking. How much energy do you spend when stacking? What is it, Devin?
P.
B.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
P.
Oh, P?
Yeah.
He's just looking at one of the mathematical terms in the actual, because they really did get mathematical with this. Wait till you see this. 37 subjects, my mistake. 25 youths, mean age 11 plus 1.6 years. 17 boys, 8 girls, 12 adults. So they did have adults in this. Wow, okay. Mean age 25.3 plus 3.8 years, 5 men, 7 women participated in the study. So the subjects reported to the laboratory. So these people just went to a lab. They're like, hey, we have some cups. Try to stack them. Were informed of the procedures, signed consent forms. Why do they have consent forms? It's like, hey, so we're going to be like having you stack cups, and you might die. So we just need you to fill this out right here. And we're fitted with headgear and a mouthpiece to collect expired gases via a metabolic cart. So that actually, when you were breathing, they measured how much you breathed when you were stacking. That's crazy. Okay. Subjects stood stationary for 5 minutes. Sorry, what?
I was gonna say that my school, when I went in fifth grade, which is last year, we were supposed to do cup stacking, and then COVID.
I know.
It ruined everything. I'm so mad.
They were just looking for a reason to not do stacking. Honestly, these schools don't want to do it in the first place. I'm kidding.
Dude, they don't
Some
care.
do. The schools that generally want to do stacking, I give them credit. I appreciate it. Next, we have subjects then sports stacked for 5 minutes, performing as many 363s as possible. They had to be able to complete it in under 8 seconds to be included in the study. So that's not even taking into account like people like me or, Peter Ford, Jesse Horn, all these fast stackers. William Morrell, obviously. If you hooked him up, oh my goodness. Next, the number of stacks completed was recorded. Descriptive statistics were used to summarize the mean and variability of the energy expenditure while standing and stacking for each subgroup. Repeated measures ANOVA was used to compare the mean energy expenditures between stacking and all this boring stuff. The conclusion was this. Sports stacking has an energy expenditure of 2.9 METs. MET being the amount of energy expended just sitting down like this. What I'm doing right now, this is 1 MET. Stacking is 2.9 of those. It is similar to other activities involved in typical PE courses such as weightlifting, light to moderate, archery, bowling, volleyball, and walking at 2.5 miles an hour. So they really went through the whole 9 yards with all this math, and that's crazy. What do you guys think?
That's insane.
Yeah, so they have the math, and I have the links for the studies, not just on the sports stacking page, but the actual link to the research paper, which is also available on the WCCA website. I'll have those in the description below for you to read if you're interested. So with that, we have covered all the topics for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do you guys have any last words?
Nope.
That's really interesting that study they actually study like the mindset of people when they stack cups. It's really interesting to me.
Yeah, I want them to do that again, like in 2021. You know, I want to see how it's improved. So that's just my thoughts on it. So have a great day, everyone. See you next time.